Hundreds of thousands of people in the U.S. are waiting for an organ transplant.
And African Americans make up the largest minority group in need of a donation. In 2021, just 28% of Black people on the national waiting list received a transplant, as opposed to 48% of white people on that same list. Experts say living organ donations can help bridge that gap.
Reporter Shelby Roberts introduces us to a transplant recipient in South Carolina who's using her story to encourage others to give the gift of life.
Angela Pickney Hall has played basketball for as long as she can remember.
I used to get in trouble all the time because I never used to make it home before the street light came on.
The Utahville native is the women's basketball coach here at Cross High School, teaching her passion to her young players.
Kids, they try to show you up a little bit. I'm like, all right, now I might be old, but I ain't gonna let you do too much, you know.
But Angela's vision for life took a dramatic turn her junior year of college.
Started even harder to see, much less play basketball with. You know, think you're seeing one thing. You're trying to shoot for the middle, but you got two others on the other side.
It wasn't until after she graduated that she learned what was actually happening to her eyes.
I went to a doctor here, and he told me I have keratoconus. That's where the bulging of the cornea is bulging. It's like a cone shape.
Angela had two options: ultimately go blind or get another shot at life. After wrestling with the decision for about a decade, Angela chose to move forward with a cornea transplant.
And I'm gaining a second chance, so I am eternally grateful.
While Angela got her transplant, there are many others whose futures are in flux, particularly in communities of color.
In South Carolina, there's over 1,700 people waiting for the gift of life, and over 65% of those are within multicultural communities.
Crystal Coe is the Director of Communications for We Are Sharing Hope SC. The agency facilitates organ, eye, and tissue donations in South Carolina. The group's goal is to educate communities of color about what it means to be a donor, while also dispelling myths and offering preventative health care resources.
For families, it is a way for their loved one during a really difficult time of their life, when they say yes to the gift, that they're given a little piece of hope.
Hope for people like Angela.
Changed me to the point to be a better person than I was before.
Black people in the U.S. are 3 times as likely to develop kidney failure than white people, but researchers find they are less likely to receive a life-saving transplant. In fact, a majority of people on the national waiting list are in need of a kidney.
Advocates say that living organ donors can be a critical part of the solution to shorten the wait, but they often face indirect cost that can discourage others from signing up to be living donors.
For example, will I, if I'm a donor, have a harder time than I otherwise would getting life insurance or disability insurance, or in some cases even health insurance? Will I have to pay out of my pocket, take money from my family in order to do this good thing for somebody else?
You can learn more about the need for donors and the push for protections on investigatetv.com. Just search living organ donations.